What's going on, everybody? Joe here, and you know, I finished watching um a video from my bro Max. Shouts out to you, Max. Maximilian Husler is his YouTube channel, and he does his seasonal starting lineup videos. And then I started to think, like, with everything going on, I haven't posted my fall fragrances yet. My options, my top list. Figured I should kind of do that, right? Before we get into winter. So, without further ado, let's go ahead. This is going to be essentially a top 12 because it's 10, but then with 2 honorable mentions. But essentially it's 10 full bottles. So let me stop wasting your time. Let's go ahead. I know that's what you want me to do, right? Number one, this one isn't a full bottle because I really like the fragrance. But in the last year I really haven't used too much of it, but I do prefer it for the fall. This is Umbra Precieux, and you see that's all I've used of it in the last year. This is a 10 ml decant, and even with me overspraying, that is all I've used of it. Very good powdery amber fragrance. This and Amber Absolute really fill my amber role for me. I'm not too big on amber, but I do enjoy a good amber, and so that's why this is an honorable mention, because it is a great fragrance. But you know, 2 sprays of this is even a lot for me. Pretty much fills me, you know, has me feeling good about myself, and that's really what I keep it to, which is the only reason why I don't have the bottle of this. But still something you all need to check out, especially those amber lovers. There you go. Next one is really one that I prefer for like when I'm starting school now again. So, you know, I'm taking my marketing class, I'm taking my psychology class. Can be kind of stressful, involves a lot of thinking. This one is a very calm fragrance. This one could also be used on a date. Very cozy time type of vibe. Coco Blanc from the House of Matriarch. This is a gourmand's gourmand. I mean, you're gonna have chocolate, white chocolate, vanilla. You're gonna have some chai tea. It's a good fragrance. It does sit closer to the skin, so for those who are expecting beast mode gourmands, that's not this, but this is still a very, very good fragrance, and not too sweet for being a gourmand either, but just the right amount of sweetness with everything considering. Coco Blanc, House of Matriarch, check them out. Alright, time for this list. Number 10 is number 10 because it is my most daring fall fragrance. But it is a good fragrance for those who really like have that nose. Those who know me know Japan Noir is one of my 2 favorite fragrances of all time, splitting the load with By Killian's Back to Black. This kind of does the same thing as far as little bit of just differentness, like to show that I'm different, but it is not the same smell by any means. Tokyo Milk Bulletproof. You can find this in the women's section of your Sephora, where they carry like the higher end fragrances as well. So if they have like your Chanel's and Hermes's, Tom Ford's even, go to the women's section of those and check this fragrance out. It's very good. I enjoy it. It's $36 for this. You're gonna get ebony wood, coconut, and smoked tea. I mean, that's pretty good for the fall time. You know, it lasts a couple hours, but honestly, the price point and the quality of the juice is really where I really like this fragrance. I smell it through the bottle too, like right now. So that's pretty much what you'll get out of that. Number 9 is number 9 because it is my night out fragrance. Not my date night fragrance, but my night out fragrance. Cafe Rose from Tom Ford. Incense, rose, a little bit of black pepper, and like towards the end of it, some vetiver. Very good stuff. I realized that this is best in the fall time. Last year I think I had this in my winter selection. Not so much in the summer and spring. It's a little too hot here in Georgia with our, 45 to 60 degree fall temperatures that we have. Number 8. Already chugging through this. Number 8 is going to be my dark horse pick that I mentioned in my spring. And usually I don't like putting spring into summer and summer into... But this one's a little bit of an exception because, well, I like this juice just as much for fall, if not more. Hermes Meaty 17. Finally gained a little bit of praise, but I would have liked to have seen this have a little bit more. This is vanilla and sandalwood, and not like a gourmand vanilla. Sorry about that, but still a good, very good fragrance that is very unisex and good stuff. I mean, very pleasing to people. Doesn't last the longest, it really doesn't. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Get about 6 hours with this juice, but still very good stuff. 1, 2, 3. Number 7. This guy. Imaginary Authors, Memoirs of a Trespasser. Vanilla Gaiac wood, smoky vanilla, smoky boozy vanilla. This house is one of my favorite houses. This House of Matriarch Dior, Tom Ford. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Number 6. This isn't higher just because it's discontinued, but fall in a bottle, please. This screams fall in a bottle. Dior Mitza. This honestly is now reaching up there as one of my favorite juices in my collection. Frankincense, honey, cinnamon, honey. You really gonna like beat this? There's a slight rose accord to it, but frankincense, cinnamon, and honey is what you're gonna get from this. Fall in a bottle, people. Dior, why did you discontinue this? Why? If you could find this at your Dior boutique though, because there is still a couple of bottles kicking around, and I've helped you all, sell out my Atlanta supply. If you could find this in your Dior boutique, buy it. Otherwise you'll pay like $400 for that bottle. Alrighty, bear with me really quick, sorry about this. Number 5. Ramon Monegal's Umbra. This, though, for those who know me, know I like Tonka. For those of you who know me, know I don't like vetiver. Well, this fragrance has both of them in it. And I went completely against the grain, but you know what? I don't care. This is a very good fragrance. Honestly, probably the most signature scent worthy in my collection for fall this year. Well, one of the. Yeah, I mean, it resembles somewhat of a vetiver Tonka from Hermes. You're essentially getting some spice as far as pepper. You're gonna get that Tonka. You're gonna get some vetiver. It's a good fragrance. This house is very slept on, very underrated. This is probably one of the best, though. When I smelled this, it was love at first sight, not just because of Tonka, but then just because this was like one of the best ones I preferred. It's a little bit more mature, you know, but if that's like your vibe, if you like dress in Argyle sweaters and you're like 18, you could pull this one off. Oh, I just lost my Ombre Crush You. Gotta go get that once I'm done. Number 4. Gotta love the fact that I switched to live editing and not, or live videos and no more editing. Anyways, Dolce & Gabbana 1 is my number 4 selection. As you see, I've used up half the bottle since I got it this spring, but that has been coming as of late because of fall. I mean, you all know about this. This is the one. One of my other date night fragrances. Not so much night out, just because it sits closer, but it performs better on me. So, there you go. The one, Dolce & Gabbana. Number 3, staple in almost every collector's collection, Pure Malt. This actually, I didn't bring the bottle up, but this is actually supposed to be Pure Malt and regular Amen, the Blue Star, blended together. That, I prefer that combination over anything else. That combination gets me the most compliments, for those of you who care. Yeah, Pure Malt. I might be considering picking up Pure Coffee or Pure Wood. Don't know just yet. Probably Pure Coffee, just because it's so limited. Number Dose. This is a new one for me that I just added, but I think I like this much because of the price. Had it been more, I probably wouldn't, but because of price and because of Tonka, I do like this fragrance. Yes, I finally joined on the bandwagon of Midnight in Paris EDT. This is the 2.5 ounce that I got for $20 on Amazon. People, get on this juice if you haven't. Powdery, Tonka. They say this resembles Dior Homme. I don't see that. But in the first few hours, I do see the bright, beachy type of vibe that people say. But outside of that, I get a lot of Tonka out of this. It's a good fragrance. Tonka, a little bit of leather. Check it out. And finally, the greatest fall fragrance to be made in the last 30 years of fragrance. Ever. Like, in life. Like, ever since the word fragrance has been made, this has been the greatest fragrance. I'm joking, it's not that great. But if I were to like hype up a fragrance, that's how I would do it. Those of you who know me probably already know it's fall time. 1899 Hemingway. I know. Smells like Spice Bomb. Smells like that tobacco vanilla. Why would I get that when I have this? Why would I get it. I don't get the tobacco vanilla comparison though. I could see the Spice Bomb, but I'll dismiss that too. No offense. 1899 Hemingway, vanilla, iris, honey, like cinnamon, pepper. You're not like, this is such a great fragrance and such a universal fragrance in the fall time. You could literally use this for anything. Formal, work, date, casual, night out. It's not as sweet as Spice Bomb. A lot of the comparisons just come from the whole vanilla and cinnamon type of vibe, or the sweet plus cinnamon type of vibe. That's it. It doesn't really smell the same to me. I mean, I get it, and I get why it would be redundant, but at the same time, I don't. But that being said, 1899 is my staple, is my signature, is still my number one for the fall time of this 2014. So, there are my selections. Share your thoughts and opinions. For once, no dogs. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. My name's Joe. I'll see you all later.